Welcome to the KITP. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lars, Bildsten, the director here. It's really my pleasure to kick off this conference and say a few words about the Institute. I always like to start by asking, for how many of you is this morning your first time here in Cone Hall? Raise your hand high. Okay, fantastic. We tell the NSF, which is our major sponsor, that about half of our visitors every year are new, first-time visitors. So we have real database confirmation, but I also like seeing it visually. So I want to thank all of you for coming. Our hallmark here at the Institute is time for questions and interaction, and so you will see very explicitly time for the talk and then time for questions. Eric is the first session chair, and I'm 100% confident that he will ensure time for discussion. Okay, very good. But that really makes a difference and is sort of the hallmark of what we do here. But let me say a few words about the KITP. You are here as part of what we call a program, a long event. These are 6 to 10 week long events that we do about a dozen of per year. We're always running 2 programs at the same time. We decide what to do in work with our advisory board, as well as, of course, the suggestions and proposals we get from you, the community. And so the major thing I want to highlight is that is the process that we use, and so it really depends on you, the community, for giving ideas of events that you feel are appropriate for a long visit. That's our hallmark of the long stays. That process is underway right now. We're wrapping up planning for 2026, 2027. I'm looking at Mark Bowick, the deputy director, because it's like, what year are we in? 2026, 2027. The next cycle means we'll be getting things in probably mid-October, so if you have an idea, that's when we'd get the pre-proposal. We really want to get the ideas, and then the advisory board works to develop those ideas into what you're here for today. Again, all of those activities are funded by the National Science Foundation. I was there last Monday, a week ago, met with our program officer. So far, so good. But let me say no more. But if you have an idea for a program, I'll be around. Mark Book, could you raise your hand? So Mark is a deputy director, so Mark's well aware of the process, as am I. And I'm seeing who else. And of course, the people who've organized the program, Mario, Ruth, Miriam, who's not here, and Eric and Neil can speak to you about, and Agnes, can speak to you about the process. They've been through it, for better or worse. Eric looks a little blitzed right now. He's excited by the conference. It's just that time of the morning. But we really do want those ideas coming. And of course, in this field that you work in, there's a lot going on. And so our expectation is we would have great things to see and to do. Nothing here at the Institute happens without our excellent staff. So I want to start by acknowledging Claudia, who's the conference organizer. Claudia. Of course, all of the talks are immediately recorded. The speakers should have, I'm sure, received instructions regarding giving us your slides, but they are recorded and online. We have about 25,000 talks that are available, and that is a resource for all of you to use, both for your research and for your education. And none of that would happen without our amazing IT staff. So we have Craig Kunamoto here. Thank you, Craig. We have Alina out there. I think she's KITP Online probably. That's Alina, who's probably emailed all of you. So thank you, Alina. Our staff will be wearing name tags, so if you have questions. So let me talk about the name tags. So there's another program here called Generalized Symmetries, and those individuals are not part of this event, and they will see all of the food in the courtyard, and they'll say, fantastic, free lunch. So that's why we would like you to please wear your name tag, okay? So the staff will be just monitoring the name tags as you enter. So all of the breaks, the lunches, and the dinners, which are Tuesday, Wednesday night, I believe, are in the courtyard, right? So it's diagonally here. The restrooms, there's a men's room and a women's room down this way, and there's a gender neutral down this hall. So if you need any facilities, that's where you can find them. But the breaks are in that area, so please do wear your name tags so our staff know that you're not a generalized image. They're basically hardcore condensed matter and particle physicists. So I'm confident they'll be trying. Okay, so I think otherwise, yeah, if you're bringing somebody we don't know for dinner, please let Claudia know so she can collect the extra fee. And of course, there'll be a shuttle running at the end of every day, and it's on the schedule. So I just want to wrap up by, again, emphasizing the time for discussions. That for us is our hallmark, and it is what makes these conferences different. And I think it's a real opportunity for all of you. And so Eric will probably ask maybe someone to help him with getting the mics around. Because we record everything, if the microphone is not used for the question, the recording will only have the answer, and it'll be a big game of Jeopardy. So I do ask that, so Eric, you can always just get a coordinator to help you so you're not just dashing yourself. So, okay, so no further ado, I'm going to hand this over to Eric, and he's going to get us launched. Eric.
Thank you, Lars. And let me, on behalf of the coordinators, just add my thanks to Lars, Claudia, and the entire KITP team for making this possible, this great event, and also to all of you, for some of you who have traveled not so far, but many of you have traveled very far, and I'm sure overcome some impediments in these interesting times that we are in. So you are the essential part of this meeting, and thanks for being here. And so together we're going to go now on a journey to the innermost part of the inner disk, where all sorts of interesting things, including planet formation, happens, we're sure. And as part of this journey, we're going to have 3 excellent guides this morning who will lay out the landscape, going from the things that we know about the planets all the way down to the things that we know about the disks, and a synthesis of those. And so we will start this morning with our first keynote speaker, Jesse Christensen from Caltech IPAC. We'll start now talking to us about the long, hot summer that is to come. So with no further ado, oh yeah, just to emphasize, for those of you who then have questions, there are 2 mics, so we would ask you to go to those mics. If for some reason you're unable to get to the mic, just let me know and I will come find you with this mic. And then for all of our speakers, Jesse, I will give you a 5-minute, a 3-minute, a 2-minute, 1-minute warning, and then a 0-minute not warning. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Jesse.
Thank you, Eric.